Hello. Hi, friends. It's me, Bon Jovi. Not really. No, I do not have a head injury. I have a headband on. It has been raining and raining and raining. And excuse the state of the bedroom. Asher is staying here for a couple of days. So he's been in and out, obviously. I'm just checking in with you guys. I wanted to see how your week was going. And then I also had a request. Actually, I had like seven or eight requests over on Instagram for me to come chit chat a little bit over here tonight. And I just walked in the door. So, hi, Tracy and Kelly. And Kelly, we got the two Kellys, and Sharon and Betty and Lori. And hi, Shelly. Oh my goodness, it's so cold. It's cold here where I'm at. So if I'm cold, I know you guys are freezing. Hi, Rosemary, Michigan. Yeah, for sure. Hi, Joy and Happy Elf and Clara and Tanya and Southern Cupanista. Are you guys on plan? How's it going out there in the land of Weight Watchers? Um, I am making new buddies, new friends all over the internet lately, and so it's kind of fun to actually like talk to people that have been watching my channel or participating with me. It's fun to talk to them in real life. I love that. So Betty, you have flood warnings. Oh my goodness. You've been working out like a crazy person, Kelly Hunt. You went to the gym in the afternoon, then you took a Zumba class this evening. Wow, you're doing better than I am. I've just been so busy that I haven't had a chance to do anything except run around like a crazy person. We just went out to dinner. We went to Jason's Deli and I got the salad bar there. And of course, the guys always get the Reuben. So they get these huge Reuben sandwiches. We used to, when we lived in Yonkers outside of Manhattan, we used to always go to this place called Cat's Deli and get the Reubens there. And the Reubens here remind the guys of Cat's Deli. So Season's having a rough week. You're sick. Oh, you're only kind of popping. Yeah, for sure. I know. When I'm sick, it's weird. I can eat when I'm sick. Really, I can eat anytime. So I totally get it. Some people don't eat. I I eat for them. So yeah, I'm totally on plan, doing really well. I feel a little munchy right now, so I am gonna have my like a dessert type of thing and then close the kitchen down and probably make a big cup of hot tea. That has been my go-to lately. Um, okay, Kelly. No way. Are you serious? Okay, so that is very ironic. So over on Instagram today, we were talking about, or I was talking about, the difference between habit and motivation. Because I've had a lot of questions sent to me over on Instagram. How are you staying on plan? How do you keep going? How do you stay motivated? The whole thing. And I think we need to remember that motivation and habit are two different things. Okay. So, what we know about motivation from the research is that it waxes and wanes. In other words, you can be very high motivation and then motivation can decrease. Motivation usually decreases when we're tired or stressed, that sort of thing. And it's very hard to stay high motivation all the time. So, if you're listening to people that are always like, you're so motivated and we're so motivated and everybody's so motivated all the time, it's just not possible for the human brain because we get very fatigued. And you're always looking for outside sources of motivation. And sometimes you do not feel motivated. So, what is the difference between motivation and habit? Habit is something that we repetitively do that actually creates grooves in the brain. Okay, so every time you do something, you're creating a new pathway. And the more you do it, the more the pathway is reinforced over and over again. Okay, um, this has actually been researched in depth with trauma. trauma patients, patients that have PTSD, because trauma creates a groove in the brain. And the more trauma there is, the more you have that in there. Same thing with a habit. So we know that it takes about 40 days to really create a good, solid habit. And when we have low motivation, it's the good, healthy habits that we rely on to get us through those times of low motivation. So we teach that in basically my program that's grant funded. We have 40 years of research that teaches this. And so what we do is we focus on healthy habits of our patients and we build on those. So we start with the foundational ones, and I do that with you guys here. I probably don't talk about it that much, but I'll say something like, start with a small change, and repeat, repeat, repeat. When we talk about the POP challenge, what we're trying to do during the week is string together 5 days of really good, healthy habits. And you guys are empowered to choose those habits yourself. And the idea is to create the habit during the week, because usually work weeks can be very high stress, hard to stay motivated. You get home at night, you're tired, you're not motivated. So you have to rely on those healthy habits. And then hopefully when you go into the weekend, because you've had 5 such great solid days, you're less tempted to blow it, right? You continue with the good, healthy habits. And you guys are telling me that the POP challenge is helping you and you're losing weight. So your healthy habits are reinforced with something positive because you're like, "Oh, my weight is decreasing. I'm feeling better about myself." All of that. So I'm getting questions about, are we only tracking for 5 days? Well, no, that's not the point of the POP challenge. Okay. The POP challenge is stringing together 5 days of healthy habits, staying really tight and on plan. And then, yes, you really are called to be a weekend warrior, which means the weekends for a lot of us now, your work schedule may be different than this. So you need to base it on what you're doing with your own life. But a lot of us, we get to the weekend and we're like, okay, let's eat all the things. I weighed in, let's eat all the things. Okay. But I know for myself, if I've had a really good week and I have a good weigh in, I'm less tempted to go super duper crazy because I don't want to undo the good work that I have done. The more days that you have of healthy habits, the easier it's going to be for you to maintain that. It's really hard at the beginning of a weight loss journey. Number one, to commit and to string together healthy habits and great days. A lot of times we're really high motivation. You sign up for whatever plan it is. Okay. You buy all the cookbooks. You're like me. You buy everything. You sign up, and that first week is great. The second week, a little harder because maybe you've gone into deprivation mode or whatever it is. You've gone really hardcore. You worked out 7 days the previous week or whatever. Second week, hard. You still have not developed that habit because it hasn't been 40 days. And what the research says is that by week 3, a lot of people see a stall in their weight loss. Okay. So week 1, you have that water weight loss gain. Week 2, you might lose a pound or 2. Week 3, a lot of people just sort of plateau out and your motivation is low. So what happens? You haven't had 40 days of good habits. So you completely fall off the wagon. Or you persevere and you keep going. And that's what you want to do, is you want to persevere and say, okay, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep stringing together good days. They don't have to always be, textbook perfect. Okay. Sometimes we're like, I had this goal and I'm like 90% of the goal or 75% of the goal. That's okay. Keep going. You want to go to the next day and try again. It doesn't mean you just give up and stop trying. So even though we talk about POP challenge, 5 perfect days, if day 1 was a 50% day, then hey, maybe day 2 is a 60% day. And maybe by the end of the week, you're having a perfectly on plan day for yourself, whatever that looks like. Kelly Vaughn's asking about the blue dot range. I don't know if you have noticed, you guys, Weight Watchers has really backed off from blue dots. We're not talking about them in meetings. I'm not hearing about blue dot challenges. They changed the blue dot range. I wouldn't focus so much on those blue dot ranges. For me, they didn't really serve me that well. What I would focus more on is eating to satiety, eating to satisfaction, not eating to full, not eating too little, not eating too much. Okay. The blue dots, I don't know what happened to all that, but I don't think that they were really helping people that much. And then they changed the range, and now everybody's like, what are we doing with blue dots? They're not talking about them at all. I have not seen anything about blue dots lately. Right, the blue dot range got bigger. So I think that was very much a freestyle mindset, and we've moved away from the freestyle mindset now. And if freestyle worked for you, that's great. It's called blue now. Stick with it. But we have a bigger range of things going on. So Charlene says she just closed the kitchen. Happy Elf says yes, habit, habit. Hopefully that's helpful. We use that. I've been through a lot of training to talk about motivation and habits, and then the stages of change, which are pre-contemplation, contemplation, action. Hopefully, we're all in the action phase. Pre-contemplation is like it's not even really in your thought processes right now, right? Contemplation is like, I think I would like to lose weight. And then your action phase is when you're actually working on it. And then you have a maintenance phase. So hopefully a lot of us are in that action phase, or at least pre-contemplation when we're thinking about it. And sometimes it takes a lot to move us from pre-contemplation to action. So that's a big part of motivational interviewing, which is something I do on a daily basis in my job. So, and it's very complex because you take somebody that has their own heart's desires. Okay. They have what they want to do with their life. And you have to have a really good understanding of that person and what they want to do with their life. And you work with them to move them from pre-contemplation to action. And that's why I spend 3 years with each one of my clients, you guys. I spend 3 years working on building on strengths, building on healthy habits. And I'm seeing lots of change. I'm seeing, these girls are just blossoming and doing amazing things after a year of work with them. But it's a lot. So you think about, they have a benefit of a nurse, a registered nurse who's trained and comes in and helps them. I'd like my own, thank you very much. I'd like to have somebody come in and work with me on all of these different things. Instead, I'm having to work myself. And so I think that that's another kind of key point for us, is that we get all this information and somehow we're supposed to apply it. So there is something to keeping it really simple. And that's why I like these little simple challenges, because it keeps it fun and simple. And it's a good way of sort of applying an idea and not overthinking it, because you you guys have me overthinking it for you. And Kelly, you can totally stay within the blue dot. If you like the blue dots, use the blue dots. There's just not any recommendation out there anymore of staying within it. You know, I just haven't heard anything about blue dots in a really long time. Let's see. Kelly, you just keep going. You're doing great. So we're talking about blue dots a lot over in the comments. Kelly Vaughn's lost 11 pounds since the beginning of January. That's fabulous, you guys. F Meow is popping. Hi, Judy. Good to see you. We were talking a lot over on Instagram about just different stuff. And we were talking about sort of the pathways in the brain and the way that habit changes the brain. It actually changes your brain. And I mentioned something about, they did a study on Oreos, that the brain reacts the same way to Oreos that it does to crack. So anyway, if you want to hear that I had a kind of the same information, but said differently over on my Instagram live today. And it's for Nurse 17. If you guys want to go over there and just if you go to Instagram and you see my face up on the left-hand corner of your Instagram app and you hit that, I talk and kind of vlog over there all day long, some days, And then sometimes I do lives over there as well. So, but yeah, that was sort of the thought for the day. And you guys are doing great. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Um, I hope you guys continue to have a great on program day. I've been like super duper busy with Tupperware and work. So I've been doing work. I've been having fun in the evenings with my new little Tupperware hobby. That's been fun. I got some cute shirts. I'll open these. I am also working on Judah and Dakota's honeymoon. I have these like creative ideas for them. So I got these shirts. I don't know if Dakota's watching. If she is, Dakota, you're getting these. So I'm not going to tell you when you're getting them, but you're getting them. So I ordered them these cute little shirts for Disney. This one says bride. That is so cute for my little future daughter-in-law, which is crazy. They sent me like pictures of the invitation that they're sending out. It's so cute. It's really, really adorable. And then here's my son's. Dakota's little. Look, this is so cute. I'm gonna cry. Look at the grim one. That's so cute. I thought these would be so cute for Disney. So I have a whole plan for that. It's a surprise for them, and I'm working on getting that all together, although the shirts now are not a surprise. And I don't know if she's watching. Judah and Dakota usually watch my stuff, but they're really busy. She's really busy with her new job. So, oh, good. I'm glad you guys like that. Scott Jones, Scott Landers. We got the Scotts in here. Although I think those are your husband's names, so you guys have to remind me who you are. I'm going to make a great mother-in-law. Thank you. Thanks, guys, for your continued prayers. I got, a couple updates today on my brother and my niece and everything. Please just continue to pray. I can't go into it here, but all your prayers really, really, really mean a lot. These came from Amazon, by the way, very reasonably priced if you're looking for Disney t-shirts. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to go hang out with the fam. So I'm working on the cold brew carafe. I've been experimenting with the Tupperware, the cold brew carafe. I've done 5 different experiments with it just so that when I review it for you guys, I can tell you kind of which is the best coffee and how long to leave it and all that good stuff. Thank you for praying, you guys. I really, really, really appreciate it. So, and I've got some friends that are I have like a little Facebook party going on for one of my friends out there. Hi, Janice. And then one of my other friends is going to do actually, hi to Connie. Connie's been watching me since before I moved. And so she's going to do a little catalog party. So thanks, guys, that are supporting me in my fun little new side project. I'm having fun. I'm redoing my pantry. So I got my canisters yesterday. So that was really just interesting and different. And the other thing I was going to tell you guys about. Okay. So I had lunch with one of my really good friends from church, and she works here at a health food store. And we were talking about like weight. She's starting to teach classes over at a gym here for like, she wants to do like classes for older women. And we were just talking about weight, and she said to me, she said, don't take this personally or anything, but she's like, I watch you at church and I watch how you eat. We were eating lunch. And she said, have you ever thought that maybe you have like too much estrogen? She's like, I'm going to send you this article. And she's like, just read it and tell me what you think. So anyway, I read this article and I was like, I'm going to go get my estrogen tested. So I was over there today and she was showing me some different vitamins. She actually even reached out to her like the consultant for the actual company about me and just said, what do you think? And so anyway, they had a couple of suggestions for me, but I'm going to go get my estrogen levels kind of tested. And I don't know. This was talking a lot about headaches, which I've had a lot of, not being able to sleep, which you guys know, really difficult losing weight, which some of us have been talking about just how hard it is. And it'd be interesting to see if it's related to estrogen levels. So I know you can have too little. Well, what about too much? So anyway, if you guys have heard, anything about that, I would love to hear from you what you think. And if you have questions about yourself, I'm not providing any medical advice on estrogen. Go get your estrogen checked too. Don't go out there and start, looking for supplements based on a YouTube video. But Janice, I'm excited too. I have no idea what I'm doing, Janice. I'm a little nervous about Sunday. Janice and I are doing like a Facebook party together, and Janice is like, she's my first Facebook party, Tupperware party hostess. And she's just a gem of a person because she's putting up with me. So please say a prayer for us on Sunday because I'm going to be over there. Oh my goodness. Anyway, you think, okay, so F Me Out is saying, I probably have very little estrogen. Huh, interesting. I don't know. I would like to hear more. So you guys will just have to let me know. Uh-oh, we're going to need my zappers in here. Michelle, is Michelle still here? And Shelly, get ready, my friends. Get ready. We've got the trolls coming for us. But I'm going to get off anyway because I want to go hang out with my fam. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Have a great on-program night. Shut the kitchen down if you need to. I'm going to go have dessert and then shut the kitchen down as well. And I will see you guys for weigh-in. We got them, you guys. Michelle and Shelly. Teamwork makes the dream work. I think the three of us had to zap them together. So, oh my gosh, you guys are great. All right. Talk to you later. Stay in orbit. Oh, t-shirts are coming. They're printing them right now. Let me know when you get your t-shirts. I want to hear. And if you want to post pictures over on Instagram or over on Facebook so I can see, unfortunately, there's no way to post pictures over here. So love you too, Judy. Love you guys. Take care. See you later. Bye.